Thank you to our witnesses for being here. I just want to remind people there's a huge difference between money that an individual voluntarily gives to a nonprofit or charity and the money that is forcibly taken from taxpayers and funneled through this town into a nonprofit or charity. There is a huge difference, correct, Mr. Walter?
Absolutely.
Mr. Krikorian?
Yes, of course.
Mr. Turner?
Yes.
And Ms. Yentl, wouldn't you agree there's a huge difference?
There's a difference, sure.
Okay, thank
and there's
you.
a difference in
Thank you.
accounting and auditing and
There is. Thank
oversight
you.
and
Thank you. I'm going to
transparency
get
as
my
well.
time back here. It's a
Sure.
simple question. So here, with that being said, the problem that it doesn't seem like anyone is recognizing is that we forcibly took money from taxpayers, and then these groups, then it was appropriated through the Biden administration, billions of taxpayer dollars to organizations that were stood up overnight. Organizations that didn't have a long-standing history. These were not nonprofits. For example, the Free Press investigation revealed that of the $27 billion was granted to the through the EPA, $20 billion went out the door to 8 nonprofit groups right after Biden lost the election. $20 billion shoved out the door immediately. Several of them were formed that year, in August or since August of that year. So, Mr. Walter, did your organization, do you guys get billions of dollars when Republicans are in charge?
We have never taken a penny from any level of government across 4 decades of existence.
Mr. Turner?
Sir, if I got $2 billion from the taxpayers, I'd be in jail right now.
Mr. Krikorian?
We have had contracts in the past with the Census Bureau and the Justice Department, but nobody's given us $2 billion. If you know anybody who's in the market for that, I'm giving my phone number.
Yeah, so I think that here's the point to the American people. When the Republicans are in charge, we're not doling out your money to our friends and our family. We're not raiding the coffers. We're not putting America into more debt and more debt and more debt to fund these nonprofits. Look, Mr. Walter, if somebody wants to give to Stacey Abrams' new venture, her nonprofit, they can do that, right? She could stand up a nonprofit.
Absolutely.
But the question is, Mr. Krikorian, nobody wants to open up their checkbook, right?
I wish. Yeah, I've been working on that.
And that's the very reason why they come to this town, is to convince lawmakers, their friends, their family member, their ally, to write a check that no one in the private sector would want to write for an effort that no one really would want to believe in. Mr. Turner, is it true that the Biden senior climate policy advisor, Jai Wise, directed $5 billion to a Coalition for Green Capital?
Yes.
And let's point out, she worked for the Coalition for Green Capital, right? She previously worked for them.
Yes.
So she sent money to the organization that $5 billion. Is that not blatant corruption, Mr. Turner?
And not only that, sir, $5 billion is very difficult to spend. $5 billion is an absurd amount of money. We heard a congresswoman talk about the jet that President Trump got. That was $400 million. This is $5 billion. It's impossible to spend $5 billion ethically.
Yeah, to put that in context, I remember being in the state of Missouri, and Missourians, at one point whenever I was a lawmaker, we spent $5 billion for all the school districts in the state of Missouri. Okay, so they funded every school district, the state funds. That was $5 billion. How much money did the Biden administration give specifically to Rewiring America initiative, where Mrs. Abrams was brought on as a senior counsel?
Approximately $2 billion.
$2 billion. So let me get this straight. Progressive loyalists like Abrams and other senior admin officials left the admin and feathered their nest on their way out with our taxpayer dollars, correct?
Correct.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I yield back.